Taco Trouble Tuesday. I pulled a ton of pranks on my coworkers, but the one that still cracks me up is the night when my buddies Dave and Megan and I decided to share some tacos. It was 1995, and during a regular night shift, Megan and I made plans to grab a bite with Dave. Dave was our senior officer, a gentle giant who looked like he could take on a bear, but he had a heart of gold. He was a mentor to me, and I couldn't believe I was about to pull one of the meanest pranks on him. With our supervisor away, Megan and I planned to have a late-night lunch. Just as we were leaving the briefing room, Dave asked if he could join. We agreed, but didn't really lay out the details. Thankfully, this quiet Tuesday night allowed us to stick to our plan without interruptions. Around 1 a.m., it hit me that my cousin Mark was out of town, and his place was available for our little feast. Excited. I suggested to Megan that we hit Mark's instead of the usual greasy diner, and she was all in. Who wouldn't want a peaceful meal away from the chaos? I shot Dave a quick message on our patrol car's computer, inviting him for tacos and soda at Mark's. I gave him an approximate address, thinking it would suffice. Instead of the actual address, I sent him a random one. 1234 Elm Street, which just so happened to be right next door to Mark's place. When we arrived, we realized Dave was headed to a stranger's house for taco delivery. Mischievous. We couldn't resist the idea of him knocking on some random door at 2 a.m. As we parked in front, we stifled our laughter, knowing he'd never suspect a thing. A few minutes later, our burly officer arrived, juggling taco bags and drinks, knocking on the neighbor's door. Stifled laughter. Megan and I were barely containing ourselves, hiding behind the fence like kids watching a comedy unfold. After what felt like an eternity, the lights flicked on, and a bewildered couple opened the door to find Dave standing there, tacos in hand. Their confused expressions sent us into hysterics. The guy groggily asked, "Can we help you, officer?" Dave, sheepishly looking back and forth, muttered, sheepishly, "Is Mark home?" And that's when we lost it, laughing so hard we could barely breathe. I finally managed to yelling over here, causing the couple to shut the door in confusion. Dave stormed into Mark's patio, red-faced and furious, while we laughed uncontrollably, trying to regain our composure, but failing miserably. Even now, decades later, I remember every moment in vivid detail and can't help but chuckle. Thoughtful. Looking back, I know Dave had every right to be angry, and I told him a little white lie about how the couple were in on the joke. Thankfully, no complaints were filed, though I'm sure internal affairs would have been stumped. Today, Dave is doing great, still making impact in our community, and I remind him of that night every chance I get. So here's a shout out to Dave. Thanks for not throttling me that night, and I'm still laughing.